It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Baltimore Ravens and the Green Bay Packers. And it comes your way next.
And we come to you from one of the truly iconic stadiums in the NFL as you get a look at Lambeau Field here in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Straight ahead, we've got a pretty good one on tap here as it'll be the Baltimore Ravens taking on the Green Bay Packers. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and for both of these teams that we're going to see, Charles, the future is kind of right now. You know, this is something you only see a handful of times in an NFL season where you've got a rookie quarterback versus a rookie quarterback.
And I think a lot of that has to do with the era we're in now, because our dads, they didn't see rookie quarterbacks go against each other. In fact, it could be 2-3 years before they even saw the playing field. Nowadays, you get drafted, they expect you to play earlier, and these guys as competitors, they'll take their lumps early, but they'd rather be on the field.
The Florida Atlantic man, Greg Joseph, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Lambeau. This taken in at the goal line. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. So here come the Ravens now, ready to get the football for the first time. And they will be led out by their rookie quarterback.
I tell you what, when he is on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
If you're looking for glory, looking to get your name in the headlines, you do not want to play nose tackle. But how about what we just saw there? The ability to hold people up, take on extra blocks, and actually slip them and make a tackle on that play. That's big time.
Looking to throw on second down. Leary. His throw incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. Operating from the gun. Leary. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, you want to make sure that on an opening drive that you at least stay out there for a while and get into the flow of the game. A 3-and-out would have been problematic, but that's a good throw there to ensure they get another set of downs.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll run on first down. Ali. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
From the 44 now, here's 2nd and 4. Back to throw. Leary. He finds his man, complete. It's Ali. Call it a gain of a yard, and now that sets up 3rd and 2.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. And he's going to have a Ravens first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
They did tell us they wanted to establish the ground game early, didn't they?
They did, and a small sample size that we've seen so far, but pretty good return.
Yeah, you got to like that. They've strung together a couple of first downs, established what they wanted, the running game. And guess what? They also got their lead guy running it pretty well, too.
Right back to him on first down. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. Big Kenny Clark that time, pushing upfield to make the tackle for loss.
I thought he did a nice job there setting an edge and make sure nothing could get to the outside. But he decided that wasn't enough for him. Worked his way back inside and made the tackle on the ball carrier.
On second down, it's Ali. And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. But now he appears to be in some pain. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. They set up the screen for Henry. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
And as you're game planning as a staff, you go through all the different ways you can neutralize the other guy's pass rushers. Extra linemen, leave a tight end in, bring the running backs back in to block. Or you can do this, a little simple screen pass, and it works to perfection.
On first down, Leary. Right back to Henry, and Henry's got it again. Touchdown! Derrick Henry. A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Ravens have taken the early lead on the road here at Lambeau. Right off the bat, they start with a very solid, methodical 10-play drive.
And you know me, I tend to look at things from the defensive side. They're coming off the field gassed right away. We're in the first drive of the game. So it's not just what happened, but think of the emotion you carry into a game. Then double it with getting a 10-play drive put on you and points scored. They're pretty tired right now.
Tucker with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it was finished off on the touchdown reception by Derrick Henry. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. So here comes the Packers offense now onto the field. And they will be led out by a guy certainly still trying to prove himself here in the league, the young rookie quarterback.
For every rookie prospect, there are always nerves involved in this moment. Running your team out to start a game. But there's a reason they brought him in. We're willing to make him their starter today. They believe he can overcome those nerves and lead his team to a victory. We saw him do it at the collegiate level and really make himself into a leader and someone you can envision doing the exact same thing here in the NFL.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll get about 6 up to the 27-yard line.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
Here now, 2nd and 4. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Lloyd, and that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
On 3rd down, Pratt. That's taken in by Watson. And a good tackle there right around the 30. Stops him short of the first down. 5 yards, and that means they come up short as they're going to have to punt here on the opening drive.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
On the return, Hardy. It's a 43-yard punt, a return of 5, and the Ravens, they'll take over. Baltimore set to take over here for their 2nd possession of the game. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
The drive will start with an option going left. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Oh, man, that wasn't far from breaking in a big way into the secondary. Read option, quarterback kept it, and while he didn't get a first down, he did get a nice chunk of yardage. Only a nice tackle prevented it from maybe going all the way.
He'll decide to keep this once more. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Raven football here as we begin quarter number 2. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he's brought down, but not before picking up the first with a very effective stiff arm.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. They keep it with Henry on first down. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards, 2nd down.
That was a pretty good job defensively to hold him to a 2-yard run, but I've got to think this offensive line, they're asking their quarterback for a different type of a run, one that they rely on, one they have confidence in, one they feel like they can block.
On 2nd down, here's a keeper by the QB. And he probably should have given that one off as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
Well, that play never really got off the launching pad. He had a linebacker in his face before he had a chance to do much of anything.
Yeah, I think it's big boys up front, that offensive line. They've got to do a little bit better job of protecting him if they're going to continue to run the option like this.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Now that's a good bounce back after giving up a touchdown on the opening drive. Just 1 first down permitted and then out. Obviously no loss of confidence with that defense, and now they get to turn it back to their offense.
Facing 4th down, Baltimore will punt. Jordan Stout out there.
Fair catch called for and collected right at the 10-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Packer drive will start from deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back at the 2.
Trenton Simpson, well, he just flew in there to drop him.
I think most quarterbacks would love to have the goal line actually extend up into the air and turn into a wall. They can put their back against it and know exactly where they are on the field so they don't end up in the end zone. Didn't do it on that play, but perilously close to the goal line.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. To throw from his end zone, Pratt. Throw left side complete. That's Reed. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
To throw on 3rd down, Pratt. And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety. So they go with the empty set, and that's the risk you run right there. Nobody was there to protect.
Well, you know how most offenses have audibles and they've changed plays when they see certain sets? A lot of defenses do the exact same thing. You go to an empty back set, they bring pressure, and boy, did it pay off in this case.
So after that safety, now a free kick situation forthcoming as they punt it away from the 20. Fielded just inside the 30.
Ravens offense getting set and ready for this next drive.
The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive, Leary.
That's caught. It's Flowers.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a 1st down.
Well, for teams that like to play man coverage, running corner routes can be tough on them because of the ability of getting into it. Sometimes you're squaring it off. Sometimes you're just rounding it. Sometimes there's a fake. Sometimes there's not. That makes it very, very difficult for a DB to stay with it.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
That was a good run, and it got to the 2nd level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle, and oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
Packer pressure, and down he goes.
Making that play on the pass rush, that's Devontae Wyatt.
The lessons will continue. This rookie, he's got to learn how to read situations just a little bit better. That far behind the line, he's got to find a way to get rid of the football and not take the sack, whether it's with his legs or just throwing it away.
The Ravens on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Operating from the gun, Leary.
That's complete left side to Bateman. And he will have a Ravens 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Throwing on 1st down, Leary.
Throw out wide is incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Looking to throw, Leary. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Back to throw again. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 12-yard line. Right about 20 yards on the pickup. Officially, they'll say it's going to go for 19.
And that's well executed there on third down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw again. This one caught by his tight end, Andrews. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line.
They really love to get him into one-on-one opportunities, and this is one way. Work him out of the slot and create a mismatch. Who's going to cover him? Corner, safety, linebacker? He's got a way to beat all of those positions.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Second and 4. They could still get a first down without scoring. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. This is caught. And the Ravens are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Henry diving for the end zone, and he is in. Touchdown. Just power football there down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come in, have to report like they're eligible, but all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
Tucker now for the extra point. And that will make this a 16-point lead. A 10-play drive that time. And Derrick Henry able to finish it off with a touchdown run. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Nixon elects not to return it, and this comes out to the 25. The Packers with the football here late in this first half. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. Throwing to start the drive. Pratt, and that is incomplete here.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Pratt. Pass caught. It's Romeo Doubs. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd. Back to throw. Pratt. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
Good clean play. No flags coming out of the pocket of the officials. Turns into an incompletion, and that should get them off the field with a 3 and out.
And here's Daniel Whelan on now to punt. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. Here's Hardy set to return. They'll get 9 yards on the return there following a punt of 42. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Ravens going to get one more drive here in this first half. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. A little over 20 seconds remaining in the half as they'll line up here 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Leary. And that is incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
2nd and 10. Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Back to you guys in a bit. But first, we welcome everyone to our EA Sports Halftime Report. We were certainly treated to an entertaining first half. Both these teams with some high points and maybe a couple of low points as well. So it's going to be a question of who can be the most disciplined team going forward.
All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The Packers set to get the football first, and they are trailing on the scoreboard as we resume action, ready for the 3rd quarter. Keyshawn Nixon now on the return, and able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Here's the Packers offense now getting set to start off this 3rd quarter. Well, the first half, they struggled a little bit to keep pace offensively, CD, down 2 scores here. So how do they make some changes coming out of the locker room?
Well, they've studied what they did in the first half. They've seen what the defense is throwing at them. Now they want to have a plan of attack against it. So you come out, you're not going to get all the points back on one drive, but get started on it. Start chopping into that lead, and maybe it'll inspire your defense to help out as well.
On 1st and 10, Pratt got his man. That's Luke Musgrave. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a 1st down.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. Looking to throw. Pratt. He finds his man. Complete. That's Lloyd. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A good-looking drive for the Packers so far. It's a 1st down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
On 1st down, Lloyd. And a short gain down to about the 33. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
Ball at the 33, 2nd and 9. Operating from the gun, Pratt. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 16. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
I know that rookie quarterbacks have to earn veteran receivers' trust. Maybe we saw that on that play with that type of effort, huh?
Yeah, helping out the rook with a heck of a catch. They'll run on first down. It's Lloyd. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
On second down now. It's Lloyd, and he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Oh, they were so close. That close to their first points of the game. Just needed to hang on just a second longer, but he couldn't complete the process of the catch through the jostling from the defender.
And they'll bring out Anders Carlson now to try the field goal. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And his kick here is good. And they'll at least get on the board here, still trailing, but 16-3 now. So a good drive there to begin quarter number 3, but they're only able to shave 3 points off the lead.
Well, something's better than nothing, all right? They didn't play particularly well in the first half, but they definitely need him to step on the accelerator now and play a whole lot better.
Joseph now to kick this one away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Ravens offense getting ready now for their first possession of the second half. They go play action here on first down. Going deep for Walker. And this is caught at the 20. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 58 yards.
Another big play right there, and this is where, as an offense, you can really put the hammer down. You've got a double-digit lead, but those other guys, they've been hanging around. A touchdown here could put this game out of reach, and that's a strong step towards getting it done.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Operating from the gun. Leary looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Walker. It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be second down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
2nd and 5. Back to throw. Leary on the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. Again, he'll drop to throw. That is caught. And the Ravens are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with first and goal.
And they'll try the option on 1st and goal. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. It's their quarterback, keeping it himself from a yard out, as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further.
Well, I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
John Harbaugh thought about it, and now his guys are going to go for the 2-point conversion. They'll look to throw. And unable to connect. They don't get the 2-point conversion here. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst, and if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Keyshawn Nixon now from his end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Now trotting out there the Packers getting ready to go. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a 1st down. Defensively, they were in the 3-4. Solid run up the middle. What made it successful?
Well, what you have to do is control the nose guard, but sometimes you don't do it by blocking him. You do it by influencing him. Get him moving to one side or the other and hit him back on the opposite.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
Green Bay, Wisconsin is the spot. 3rd quarter inside Lambeau. Glad you're with us. 2nd and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. Lloyd, 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Another modest gain there on that one, and I think, Charles, you can probably pin part of the deficit on a failure on their part to really get this ground game established.
Yeah, and they've really struggled to be multidimensional in this one, haven't they, partner, because they have to be extremely one-dimensional now if they hope to get back into this game. They'll have to do it by throwing the football and hope to have success through the air.
That's complete to Dobbs. And he is going to have a Packers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, part of their struggles in the first half was their inability to convert consistently on 3rd down. But how about this well-designed play? Gave himself plenty of options and able to get the hook up and keep the drive going.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. 2 1st downs have them up to the 41 now for 1st and 10. Back now at Lambeau. It's the Packers who have the football but in need of points as we begin quarter number 4.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Now a 2nd and 10. To throw again, Pratt. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same Surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that's going to make it 4th down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Packers first down as he'll wind up getting 7 there on 4th and 3. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A good-looking drive for the Packers so far. It's a first down. A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But if they trim that lead down to just 2 scores, that's still a benefit to this squad. Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest gain we've seen on a scramble, but still some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
On 2nd down, it's Lloyd, and he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
On 1st down, Pratt. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
They had their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing again, Pratt. Finds his receiver, Watson. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 12-yard line. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Pratt. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a halt. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
I certainly like what he did right there because he smartly wanted to avoid forcing anything downfield because nothing appeared to be open. Nice harmless slide there to avoid the big hit, and he gets a small gain on the play.
He's got Watson. It's caught. Touchdown, Packers. 8 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Packers are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. Well, they needed 3 scores to have any chance. There's the first of the 3 as they get into the end zone.
Yeah, Brandon, I think that our guys at Next Gen Stats in charge of the win probability are probably saying your chances still aren't great. But now you still got more than 3 minutes to go. You got to focus on the task at hand, which is going to be getting the football back as quickly as possible.
Two scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And this one recovered by the hands team for the Ravens. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Throwing to start the drive. Leary, he'll get this to Flowers, left side. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that's going to bring up second down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4. Attackers 35-yard line.
Up the middle they go. Ali, and he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Sometimes I get almost mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, those eyes that carry their feet to open spaces, make people miss. I just love watching those guys go to work.
Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Oh, the motion comes too late, and this is going to be a delay.
Delay of game, offense.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
Still first down.
The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Ali, and he is not going to go anywhere. They're going to get to him behind the line, and that is going to get us to the 2-minute warning. 2nd and long, but you got to figure this almost certainly another run. Now a handoff up the middle. Ali, and now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ball game. Now this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Up the middle they go. It's Ali, and he will not make it to that imaginary yellow line as they get him to the ground at about the 23. Here's Justin Tucker now for the Raven field goal try. This a 40-yard attempt from the left hash. Tucker's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away. Nixon elects not to return it, and this comes out to the 25. So the Packers down by 15. A little under 1:50 remaining. It's been a struggle to score all day, and now they need to do it twice here late to have a chance. Throwing on first down. Pratt to Dobbs, and he hauls it in. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Basement. Defense.
Well, certainly those are the types of mistakes they're trying to avoid as they attempt to protect this lead late in the game.
And let's face it, they're hoping that this one doesn't cost them in a significant way. Yeah, one guy committed a penalty, but now the entire defense has to pay the price and try and rise up and overcome it.
Here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Pratt. And his throw here's incomplete.
Passing lanes, tough to come by with so many defensive backs on the field here late in the game. And it's not just the number of bodies, it's their quickness and their agility that makes it tough to complete a pass.
Here's 2nd down. To throw again. Pratt. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Adafe Owe showing off the pass rush skills. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hadn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense. I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure. Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a 1st down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
Gotta avoid the flags defensively. Here's 4th and long. Gotta try it here. He's back to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Back to throw. Pratt. A quick throw there is incomplete.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Inside a minute to go. Here's 2nd and 10 now. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. Adafe Owe picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
I remember throughout my career hearing defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
No choice but to go. Here's 4th down now. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Ravens are going to get the football back. So with that, we can just about close the book on this one, Charles.
Yeah, what's the old expression about slim and none? Well, Slim just left town on that
They're
one.
down to none?
Yes, exactly right.
The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game.
It's showtime, baby.
Down to a knee one more time, and that should just about do it.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right, just us against the world and get it done, How happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something. And they did in this one. So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. And you look back over the score sheet, interesting. A very clean game, no turnovers by either side.
An absolute rarity when we watch games now because defenses have put such an emphasis on taking